All right. Okay, okay, let's go. Um, switch to. Oh, 1 second. This one. Uh, okay. And then we're going to transition. Okay, there we go. Now we're going to fix the video. Because I have to do this every time for some reason. Does not save it. All right. Hey, Koofy. Um, yeah, I've been practicing. Like Cassandra now. Uh, hey, Michael. Um, been trying to practice. Like, I'm not that great an illustrator. I found. I'm having a lot of problems just like getting colors good in like regular drawings. I take way too long and everything. So I think instead of the theater, I'm gonna try and figure this out. Wait, what, Koofy? 1 second. I'm trying to get a reference up on my other screen. Um, oh my god, what was it called? No, it's here. It's her chest tone color. Looks like it should. Yeah, it'll be colored in a minute. Uh-huh. Looking. Where is it? I should just save it. So look through to it. There it is. All right. Wearing a suit. No, this is just her jacket. The one she's always wear. All right. So that's how she looks. And I don't know, something's missing. I might do some like over painting here. Get rid of some of the lines. I usually don't do things this precisely. But I guess that's the problem, isn't it? Hey, Last Gogeta, how you doing? You have some jokes? Let's hear them, Koofy. I want to make the AO extremely, like, really reddish. When you get rid of the lines, yeah, like that. This is like, I actually got a lot very inspired by the Stellar Blade again because I was looking at the old Hyungtae Kim art. It reminded me of like what I liked when I was younger. I'm making a meme for Autumn. Which entirely made character do you want? Right now we have Kazan and Charlie Rek. I can't choose. Well, choose Rek. You like Rek. Charlie will be pretty popular. Whatever meme you give him. I had an idea for one. Aiden Sub has been inspiring already. The first area is unique in comparison to others. Yeah, I mean, it's mostly because like I just kept looking at his old art. I have some of it up here. Right here, you can see he should be more. He should be more solid. Rek is distracting. I spent 4 hours trying to pose him. That's too picky. Just spin the wheel. Pick Charlie. Why not? Odds are you will like the others from an art and music perspective too. That's good. I don't know if I've seen a lot of Stellar Blade past like the first level or two because yeah, I don't think I have. I didn't really look into it much when people were going crazy over it on Twitter. And I guess the environments aren't really the draw of that game. Oh, hey, hey Nugget. Oh, idea time from Koofy. See, my post has it because my stuff isn't getting a lot of traction now. I don't know, my two posts, recent shorts did terribly. You made Conquest versus Kirara Hoshi. Huh. I don't know who. I don't watch JJK, so I don't know. I know Conquest. Mr. Algo has not been a big fan. Yeah, I know. I don't know what the deal is. I want to see what's going to happen on Friday, and then I'm going to ask YouTube if anything's happened to my account. I don't know. Sometimes it takes like 4 days. Because it was literally the instant I got monetized. Oh yeah, yeah. The post did do pretty well with Charlie. Go to my YouTube post to see the recent post. All right. Uh, One second. Take me a second to find you. You changed your profile picture. Oh wait, I can just do this. There. At Koofy G Lee. There you are. Oh, it's a nice one. Nice perspective as well. I don't know much about. I don't know a lot about the JJK character. So, why'd you make a whole video just to just? It's not justifying about it. It's just like how can you creatively talk about it? That's the main thing. You can just kind of hand wave it, which is fine. Like literally nothing wrong with that. Or you can take it as like an opportunity to be a little creative. So that's what I did. Like what can be done with that concept? Because like going around saying like this isn't realistic, that isn't realistic, so it's can't do it or it's bad. Very not great. I do not like that. Really stifles creativity. All right. Um. So what did you guys do since yesterday? I imagine if you were a girl, he would be pretty flat. You know, there is a test. What? I would be flat? Barely makes a difference. Now, walking guillotine, half European, half English executioner, that lives in shame for their family's history as executioners. Right. They did actually, for some reason. The executioners are like, what's the word? Not pushed aside, but oh my god, I can't remember the word. But yeah, you know what I mean. I had my brother draw furries, convinced my friend to help me draw Conquest versus Trans Stargirl. Oh. This morning I skipped school to go to my swimming practice for free, by the way, because a new channel was coming to my newly opened place. Huh. Why do they schedule swimming practice next to like before school ends? Oh, you're in college or something. That's probably why. The longer I look in Cassandra's eyes, the more scary she becomes. Good. She's supposed to be scary. As let me see. Where is it? It's a very old image. Supposed to be scary. Now she's just smiling. Black gunpowder prosthetics ginger. I meant to say news chat. Oh, well, I said that it just didn't pick up. Also, another news, my mom refused to let me buy the Italian stiletto comb, even though I already have the real one. What's a stiletto comb? Did you tell me about this before? Oh. Oh, okay, I see, yeah. It's goofy and cool with the old illustration, but this one just looks uncanny. Yeah, she looks a little... My drawing can get a little bit better. Like I said, I'm not that great an illustrator. Actually, it takes me a while. Jungle Fever Tribe. Here's the deal. They found out the news crew was going to come to the place, so they told everyone if you want, you can just come in for free. Even if you don't have a lesson today, you can just be here as long as you like. Oh, okay. You know, allergy to the address. The police wouldn't look. Okay, I see. So they just need people in the background for like extras or something. When naming your characters, do you just go with the first idea that comes to mind? Sorta. No, I mean, no. Actually, no. I guess Rec was the first one that came to mind. I thought that'd be a fun name. The idea was that they don't have real names anymore, or like they don't use their real names anymore, um, because they left their old life behind them. So they just use like nicknames and stuff. Uh, but with like say Charlie, the point was that he's supposed to be like a rich person, a rich kid who was abandoned like by like rich old money sort of kid, and he was abandoned by his family. So like he had his name is like Charles, and I was thinking like, well, you know, what would be a cuter name? So be Charlie, or and also an ambiguous name. It was either Charlie or Chucky, and Chucky is actually still in the game. It's in like a little bit graffiti on the controls. Let me see if I can pull it up for you. I was originally going to go with Chucky, but Charlie, I guess, won out. Where is it? Oh my god, is it gone? Oh no. No, okay, it's gone now. I think I can. Oh. I'll find it. It's here somewhere. Oh, here. Okay. All right, this might take a second to pull up. So you can see right here. That used to be in the game. It's not in the game anymore. But it used to be his name was Chucky. I guess maybe because it's a little more of a boy's name. So this is how you do a super. So yeah, Cassandra was also supposed to be that. She was also supposed to have like a kind of um a rich person's name, like an old style name. like the new character, the black girl. This one, her name is. She was also in the pit for a while, so her name is Liberty, which is not her name. Not her like real name. I guess it would be a real name because like that's no, that's not a real name. She picked a new one. Um, her backstory changed a lot. Actually, the right call to change it. Thanks. Big Brazil beetle face monster. Charlie got a trust fund inheritance, but it got taken away because his parents didn't approve. Well, originally because he was gay, right? Originally he was gay, so that's why they kicked him out. Because I was thinking of reasons someone would kick someone out, like in the '90s. So that's why they're all gone. They all left. A malnourished, pot-belly, ape-faced guy with bone underwear. Bone underwear. That's interesting. The caramel beauty should be called Kim or Aubrey. um, it can't be like a real name. That's the thing. The idea is that because Charlie and Cassandra still use their real names, basically, they're not like they're new. They're newest, right? Cassandra's the newest person at this place. Charlie was there before her, and then the other three, um, these three, were there for a long time. So they're like old names. They don't use their old names. Well, year does the story take place in some point in the '90s? That's it. I think. Actually, let me see. It's just kind of an amalgamation of the '90s. Like that's. So I'm trying to figure out what I should use it with. Like what they don't have like phones. It's pretty easy because they live off grid with no electricity. So they wouldn't have like smartphones or whatever. Is it here? Good enough. So 1990 exactly. Are you not in college? Oh right, yeah, you might be younger then. The real name should be the options, but the nickname should be something relating to them. Well, so this girl Liberty, now her font design actually changed quite a bit. Um, so the story is that Rec was there first. Like he showed up first because he was a criminal, like a real criminal, and he pushed everyone away, or his family abandoned him because he was such a fuck up all the time. So eventually he reforms and gets out of prison and goes to this place, the pit. Like here, this is where he is. Um, and then next, this woman is like a bohemian. Like she's a runaway. She ran away from home a long time ago, and she ended up like living a bohemian lifestyle with like hippies and stuff. Um, and on the way, like she adopts Liberty. Um, I don't know how. Like maybe one of her friends dies, and she ends up taking care of her. But eventually, she finds the pit as well, and ends up living there. Like that's them. There's Liberty. There's the Bohemian Woman. And there's Rec. So she chooses a different name because she liked the Statue of Liberty, so she called herself Liberty. I haven't come up with her name yet, but we'll get there. And Wreck is named Wreck because that was his nickname when he was in the gang. That's the idea so far. I like to think Breck didn't make his nickname. It was just a joke, like Breck is Breck in life. Yeah, kind of. I mean, but the idea was just a nickname that he was called when he was in a gang. But it could just be a joke later on. I like to think the oldest member of Autumns are called by nicknames that are like jokes. Yeah, they are essentially. I mean, not oldest. Liberty is the oldest at like older than has lived here the longer than Cassandra or Charlie. Lady Liberty is playable, so all these characters are going to be playable. So these two Liberty is down here, so she's going to be playable as well. In fact, she's after Wreck. Oh, I didn't tell you. Oops. I think the only like big piece of technology is this like old radio. This is a VCR CRT portable combo. Hard to see from here, but you can see the VCR thing at the bottom down here. Portable CRT VCR. And then they run everything with generators. And then the gas cans for the generators are over here. This is like storage. And instead of they used to have a refrigerator, now they have this gigantic like trailer that they freezer trailer that they run with a generator. They used to just have a fridge, and now they use a fridge as a toolbox. So you can see like a hammer in there and stuff. Liberty introduced herself as Liberty, and everybody accepted that. Yeah, Wreck is a joke. A Wreck in Life and Others. Yeah, kind of. Like a meta joke. Like the statue. Do you have a job? I'm working on it. Where's Dante? Dante from the hit series Devil May Cry? He's not here. Unfortunately. Where's Joker? All the crossover characters have to come in. Goku in the game. I don't even know what characters, because if you see like there's like Lethal League, and then there's just a bunch of Pong. There's like Windjammers, sort of, and there's a bunch of Pong games, but they're just Pong. They're very much just Pong. Like they don't even have like really don't have characters even. Tons of those on Steam. Don't even know who I would work with. I feel like Rec uses a bunch of plushies and a rope hammock as a bed. And maybe he sleeps in the train, the big train on the right. Bro, don't even remember his own son Dante from the hit show in front of. I don't. I don't know how to show. The way this anime stuff goes, they really have the shape design going. Charlie sleeps in a sleeping bag with a hole in the back for the hair. In Cassandra comic, it's normal turn-out mattress. Give me a slice of life manufacturer for Autumn. I don't know actually where Charlie sleeps. He doesn't have a room. Not visible. I mean, maybe in like the big red thing in the back, the big old train car, hobo train car. Yay! Very sterile. Charlie sleeps in one of the cargo near the hippie lady. The old nicknames for Charlie and Cassandra could be Palm and Hot Load. Could be like they were workshopping nicknames. Uh, could be, yeah. That'd be funny for the comic. Do I have some like other drawings? Let me see. Where is it? No, I don't think this is too incomprehensible. I think I can add the put more on the nose now. Actually, Doesn't really change anything. Once I get to the eyes, it will change a lot. Reg hates losing. Maybe Cassandra hates losing, that's for sure. This is her lose sprite. That's her lose sprite. I tell you, I'm really bad with colors, as you can see. Like these aren't great colors. Yeah, it's not great with the value structure either. Liberty isn't even in the game yet, but they're getting a headcanon. She's sweet tooth. Yeah, she's supposed to be a cutesy little character. Hmm. Uh, Charlie can't do so. Rick has blue fisher's hat in his room from a random lady throwing it at him. I do need to make his room, so I actually designed his room. So Charlie can't do simple division. Yeah, Charlie can be dumb. That'd be a good personality for them. Okay, let's get to the eyes. The eyes will really be the one that'll make a big change. Oh, Cassandra and Charlie are the closest due to them sharing two brain cells fighting for fourth place. Cassandra has the innate ability to create all types of peanut meals. Cassandra could be a good cook. She's supposed to be a lot more of a mystery, so I don't want to say much about her. Though I guess like the big twist in her, on her story isn't that great. It's not like some sort of like Shakespearean twist. Let's let's clean this line work up a little bit. Big on anime is very precise, not very like sketchy. Alrighty, let me get to. I'm devolving into like a real art channel where I'm not talking. Stellar Blade was fun. It was actually a lot. It was so much less than or so much different from a Souls like so far. Um, I like the, I like that you have so many like different options that off a parry. And like the thing I don't like about one of the many things I don't like about Soul Slop is that you kind of have to wait for the enemy to do their thing. Like they won't flinch, they won't stop a lot of the time. Um, it's very conditional when you can make them flinch. Whereas in Stellar Blade, it looks like you can just like parry them and then use an attack that lets you like run, I guess, like or you know teleport behind them. Nothing personal, kid sort of thing. It's also the Sekiro thing where you have like a bunch of different special parries, which for the most part are fine. I thought some of Sekiro's parries, or not parries, they didn't have parries for like grabs or stuff. Until I think later. They're a lot more like difficult to figure out, frankly. Less intuitive. These kind of fit the whole up B side B sort of thing. That's fine. Isn't really a Souls game. It's Diet Souls, which is good because Souls games are terrible. Cannot stand them. Liberty is a big fan of comics. Yeah, sure. He's young. Rec has never missed a day of tax day in his entire life. Okay, in his entire life, no way. But now, well, actually, no, he doesn't live anywhere. They'll never find him. I think it is a middle zone where it isn't a committal experience, or it doesn't go fully into what Platinum Games would have. But it seems like it's more pace. I like Platinum Games. It's just that I don't like Souls likes. Ultimately, I don't like just standing in place doing and waiting for a parry or a roll dodge or something. I remember Black Myth Wukong. I remember seeing it and like the demo where they fight the wolf, and there's a point where they fight the wolf, and the wolf is running on these rooftops, and you're just standing there, and I hate that. Like, why am I the Monkey King not being able to jump, run, and like fly up onto the rooftops, like, and fight him there? It seems more apt to be like an action platformer than a Souls like where you just stand around waiting for the enemy to do something. Basically, you're hoping that Souls influence get mostly erased by the sequel. Yeah, I'm good. I'd be good with that. Is there gonna be a sequel to Stellar Blade? Aren't they? They're making like a different project. I think they have Nikke. They have Stellar Blade, and then they're doing a third project. Actually, I actually have the poster here. What's this called? Project Spirits. Don't know what it's about, but Rec has been called Check, Neck, Peck, and Quack. It's pretty fun names. Stellar Blade is getting a sequel or successor of some sort. Yeah. Well, I guess it was very popular. Despite people being so mad at it. Oh, I think the eyes. The eyes is the big thing I'm missing. Rec fought an old lady at 4 in the morning to buy discounted meat. Maybe back in the day, yeah. We would never do that now. I'm sure it doesn't make Nike money, but they announced it even if you've seen no gameplay footage. Yeah. I don't know. Like, if you have Nike money, I don't know like what's gonna beat it Fortnite at that point. Probably sometimes get tanned and their chest have accident. That's pretty funny. The trend is that controversy doesn't hurt sales. I've seen indies fake drama too. Yeah. But I mean, I don't know if they've been faking controversy or they even care about what Americans think of the game because um yeah, I don't know anything about Nikkei though, so I don't like look into it. But I don't think they like court controversy the way EA used to or GTA does, sort of thing. You need the controversy to specifically antagonize potential buyers and gain few eyes from others for it to flop. Like Hogwarts Legacy. Hogwarts Legacy, I think, sold very well, didn't it? I think that's also getting a sequel. Okay. When I'm talking about fake controversy, I mean an indie trying to generate interest from a thread review that they wrote themselves. Oh wow. EA don't fumble, we should get another Hogwarts Legacy. I remember EA when Dante's Inferno came out, I still remember this. It's so long ago. Uh EA like staged a fake protest of like Christian groups. I don't know if that worked in the end. Liberty has a water gun filled with water, salt, leftover sauces, and tears, so it's fallen to shoot at annoying people. He's a part-time handyman. Yeah, he's a part-time lot of stuff actually. He has to get any job he can. Uh, they actually have a. What is UI? They have a shotgun. There's a shotgun. Hard to see brown on brown. And there is like the shotgun pellets right here. Or shotgun slugs, whatever you want to call them. Let's see. So there's the grill, old rusted grill. This is the ashtray for the grill, and let's see. This thing down here, this is a door. They just got like a door without the knob. The knob's right there. The hole for it. These are two pallets. Root beer, no, non-alcoholic beer. It's a ramen bowl. Lantern for night. Radio and VCR TV. It's not like a satellite TV. And then like, food. And that's a flashlight. Bunch of random chairs. Basically junk. There's some junk they found. This cooler's nice. We have a little cooler down here. And it's all propped up on these storage crates. Looking at it at this low quality, it kind of looks like a point and click game from back in the day. Rec has 28 part-time jobs and 12 errands every week. Yeah, he works a lot. Rec sleeps 8 hours nights and 4 hours during daytime in between breaks. I think he's more like a temporary because a lot of this stuff they're off grid, so they have to make their own stuff. And let me see. You can't see it here, but she has like this is like where their food comes from. So she makes a lot of their food and grows it right here. Uh, Rec has an average of losing 3 jobs in a month due to closing or yearly jobs like carnivals, Easter, Christmas. You'd make a good carnival attraction. like the circus as well. Okay. I'm gonna take a break. Let's see how this goes. Barely changed. I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing. Anyway. Yeah. Come on. I'm gonna take a break. We'll be back soon. Auto members has a rule not to bother unless it's emergency during 4-hour naps. 4-hour naps. I remember when I used to do those. Now I'm just generally tired all the time. It's just the messiness is what I'm trying to get rid of. But if you get rid of the messiness and brush strokes too much, it becomes sterile. There's a danger of becoming sterile. Okay, anyway. Right. Oh, 2 in the morning? Don't worry, I'll be over soon. I'm going to take a little break. We'll be back at 3:50 for the last hour and 10 minutes of this. I'll see you in a bit. Okay. I'm trying not to sit down. I'll be very tired. Already tired. All right. I think I have to up this like shapes, shape design. So this is just like very standard sort of shapes here. These aren't like particularly interesting. You ever made any shorts from my dev streams? Have I done it? Oh, like the actual stream shorts? Yeah. I was talking about them. I think I talked about it. Doesn't really do. Actually, maybe I should just try it because it'll be way faster than what I normally do. Normally it takes quite a while. Maybe I'll do that today. I'll go find the swimsuit ones. I think I mentioned that you should find a way to make them without the music jumping all over the place. Yeah, I guess I can separate when I'm streaming. I can separate the background music um, when I record things. Because right now, actually, no, I can't. Because it all has to come through on one channel for you to hear everything. Recording, you don't have to. You can separate the channels. It's also record your audio separately again and sync where needed for shorts. Oh, record my audio separately. That would be it might be pretty hard, but I guess it's possible. Yeah, I could recreate the what's it called? What's it called in movies where they digital audio replacement? I think something audio replacement. Can't remember. ADR. I don't know what it's called though. What it means. Joke idea time. Oh, you might die tomorrow. I hope not, Goofy. Yeah, ADR is that Yeah, it might take a while. Hopefully the audio isn't that loud. Let me see. You just even talking for a long period, so maybe a lot to dive through just uh, to make better shorts on occasion. You see Ingrid? I did see Ingrid. Um, 1 second. A joke idea: aluminum Wolverine, bleeder, guy on fire, a corpse of a cheater with their ring fingers cut out, so they're unfaithful. Oh, that'd be a little cool little detail. Cut the ring finger. Yeah, I saw Ingrid. It was very well animated, very well animated. She also has like the idea of her being like a floating demon, no, demigod, is like that lends itself to more elaborate animations so than regular Street Fighter characters. Uh, I can't imagine how much Ingrid's old moveset idea remains, but I like how creative she is and maintain the code holder demigod factor. Her losing will definitely have a non-canon aspect, similar to Slayer losing or Loane winning. Yes, the vampires winning or losing in the Arxis game. That's a fun little little thing they add that they just kind of lie down instead of just actually get knocked out. Very creative. Uh, God, so many joke ideas. I said, an iPhone that acts as like a toxic girlfriend. I think they have those. A wannabe gangster dress up as a Japanese sailor high school girl. A movie critic that blows up the office of a director that makes bad movies. A muscular brute that takes half of screen for gold speed. Or gold speedo, I guess. A vampire. Just a vampire? when Loane wins in Grand Blue, it's actually just him and the boys exchanging drunk. So yeah, I did see that. I did see that win screen. That's pretty funny. Arxis made Grand Blue as well, right? Because also that's also very creative of them. I think it's the Arxis the best looking game Arxis made was in this new style is Grand Blue, especially the new Grand Blue. DNF Duel was probably the worst. Look, it did not fit. It was not translated well. They just kind of had like a generic ArcSys 3D art style instead of the actual art style of DNF Duel. Two genies infused into one guy that's dumber but stronger than any human. A doctor obsessed with making everyone beautiful. Yeah, the Grand Blue the most aesthetically of their post Exert games, right? Sorry, one second. An enslaver called a fish, a Superman knockoff called a ringtone, a giant space meth with detachable limbs that float, including the meth. Oh, yeah, okay. Uh, for SNK, Sam shows the best looking game they made after the 3D era. Yeah, okay, yeah, that's true. Capcom have been 3D for a while now. SFI would be a big loser if it wasn't for later editions like Marvel. Oh my god, yeah, that period of time. Any game you think of underrated art or overrated art? Ones you think are misunderstood or measured up to the wrong competition. Underrated art. I mean, I guess. I mean, I don't know. Marathon. There's been a switch up with Marathon. I think it's overhated. But I don't know. I guess that was just because it was trendy at the time. Uh, huh. What would be a good under overhated? Hmm. Let's see, artsy games. I don't think the hate for Marathon has much to do with the art. I do think there's a trend for people to hate live service games. uh, I hate live service games too. The world's greatest terrorist, a guy named Crowdbuster, for fighting a full-speeding train with two flaming swords. Man, that's cool. Fighting a train, most delicious human, but no one will ever know. Um, I don't know. Like, I was gonna be like saying old games. You know, old games are a little overhated, like Mario 64. Um, a lot of charm to it. But I guess people are kind of coming around to them. Uh, I don't remember a game where it has like people hated the art style and I liked it. Usually I get the opposite. Like I have a lot more like overrated. Like I hate realism in games, and that was for a long, long time. Uh, I think it's like hyper overrated. Nowadays, I guess Titanfall. I really don't like the Titanfall art style, or the Apex Legends art style, but people like really like that, surprisingly. French Battalion. That's not a joke character. Those are real. A Colombian bodyguard. AO3 writer. What games do you think were overhated for the art? See that Hunter Net Impact is my first answer. Really. Check my library. Whoa, Hunter does look pretty rough though. Zone Runner looked pretty rough though on a scale of 8 games. It is on the upper end, including Marvel 3. Okay. Hmm. My old answer would have probably been Castlevania Judgment, but I probably like the arts too much. Hmm. Let me look at Hunter x Hunter again. I also don't like MVC3 that much. Let's see a video. What do you? What's this? Let me see the videos. Show this show. Uh, you know what? It looks like a very old-looking sort of, I guess, a licensed game. Yeah, older-looking game before people really like before what's it called? Xrd really changed the game for cell shading, and it's just like that's I don't know. It doesn't. It just doesn't look that great. I guess it's not bad. But honestly, like I also don't like. I also would say that about 2XKO. Like that's sort of like early 2000s or early 2010s cell shading. Like it doesn't work anymore in the era of like Xrd and Spider Verse and all these like we're really bringing back the artists into it. The artist intent into it. It just they don't like match up anymore. Yeah, I'm gonna sit down now. Anti-human plant creature, man spaghetti instead of mom spaghetti. A yo-yo expert, meteor hammer expert. Oh, I think there probably is a character like that. No, I'm always thinking Ness with the yo-yos. The most white guy in the entire galaxy that glows glows white. Is it? Yeah, it basically looks like a pre-exit release, and that's how and how is that like bad? The game has issues, even presentation ones, but needing everything to be like that is everything to be RDR2. Haven't played it, but it seems like Link's Awakening on Switch had some hate for the art, but went away much quicker than Wind Waker. Yeah, the Link's Awakening remake. Yeah, I guess I had a little bit. I really liked it though. I know. I just think that like that old cell shading art style didn't look that great in the first place. Maybe that's just me. I remember thinking like Tales Symphonia had a problem where they did that they had the old cell shading art style in 3D and they were chibis and it was right next to like portraits of the characters, so it just looked very rough. Conjoined twins with implants that can temporarily make them into two people? Huh. An implant that loves genetic splicing without the side effect. So it's purely decorative. Genetic splicing has side effects? I guess everything would have side effects. Vesperia is the best looking Tails game, but I'll take any good Tails game which understands the core principles, even if I do have my own art hangups. I haven't played a Tails game after that. Let me look up Tails Symphonia again. It's been a while. It was a great game, though. Tails Symphonia Remastered. I remember these people. I'm experiencing interruptions. Alright. Uh, Symphonia is still best on GameCube. Oh, I played it on the GameCube. I didn't. I guess it was on PlayStation. Probably everything was on PlayStation as well. Have you seen the latest news for King? Say the Wolves for some reason bringing back ring outs. I saw a ring out on Twitter. Yeah, they throwing them into the train and the train leaving. It's really funny. You know what that means? Do I? What is that? What does it mean? Let's see how it looks now. I mean, essentially it looks the same. I guess I have to draw the eye in more. Okay, thanks a lot of detail should go into the eye, shouldn't it? Think about it. I'm the biggest Fatal Fury 1 glazer. Honestly, I'm not sure. I don't know enough about Fatal Fury. What happened in Fatal Fury 1? We get to throw people off the rooftop of Geese Tower. Fatal Fury 1 has co-op. I showed my video commented with throwing geese off a rooftop. Is in basically all Fatal Fury games, but yeah, we should have home run contests with geese. That's funny. It's funny if like the you throw you beat them like the last round with the ring out, and they play like the geese cutscene, but with the character you just beat. That'd be really funny. The way this eye is done. See, I don't really detail my eyes as much. I should. And this is a big problem with me with a lot of this art stuff. It's just like even if I make something and I spend a long time on it, it just doesn't look that great. And I feel really bad for the rest of the day. Hey Dark Cube, how you doing? Catching near the end of the stream. I did start played. Mouths in anime. Actually, I think that's a part of my style, which I have to figure out. Um, they're much smaller. That's what I've noticed. So with it to make it Charlie's. Tend to make my mouths a lot bigger and more expressive, which might not be actually not really that big. Might not be great. Oh, okay. I'm doing well. That's good. Have you seen the Ingrid trailer for Street Fighter? I don't know if you're into that, but so like this is like a little too big. So like they might be like even smaller than that. Actually, no, I think this might be the size. But when I looked at the old like shift up illustrations, essentially I'm looking at these like Nikkei illustrations. There's a lot of tiny mouthed anime girls. When you render stuff, it changes like a lot of the like for this one over here, I was trying to figure out how to render it, but this sort of like really exaggerated shapes, I guess they don't really do well with rendering. Like this arm over here makes no sense. It's way too close to her. But it looks good. I'm thinking of changing it to here. Like back down there. I don't know. Maybe we'll see. But like heavy rendering doesn't really fit heavily exaggerated stuff. I've seen some online, but they have a very stylized look. I saw a bit of the English trailer. The gameplay looked interesting. Well, that's good. I I don't know enough about Street Fighter though. I love the animations, that's for sure. I heard Ingrid was hated. Like no one liked her. Or at least she was in bad games, I guess. Her hair, her eyebrows aren't blue. I forgot. Her eyebrows are regular hair color. A monk, but not an OG. Oh, you didn't play the original Ingrid games? Hmm. Okay, so from what I heard, she was in a canceled Capcom fighting game that was later brought into Street Fighter Alpha Max. Yeah, and she was like, I don't know, I guess like that was the asset flip era of Capcom, which also includes MVC2. So I guess people weren't as happy about it. Also, I think KOF had that problem too. KOF like 10 or 11, they were like reusing old, very old sprites, so they were getting some criticism for that. And then they made KOF 13 or 12, which had beautiful sprite work, but was a terrible game. And then KOF 13 brought it all together. If she had 4 appearances, one canceled, one in a bad game, PSP version, Street Fighter Alpha 3, and then Street Fighter 6. Is it done? I guess I can add some AO up here. She has a giant 12 head over here. Super precise. This is like full on gigantic illustration. This is anatomy's crazy on this thing I'm looking at. If you think people are antagonistic to cute girls in series now, back then must have been worse unless you were grandfathered in like Yuri or a specific game or like Arcana Heart. Yeah. No, I mean I assume SNK always loved cute girls. Maybe it was Street Fighter that had the problem. Not Lucky Chloe nowadays. That was the recent controversy, quote unquote recent. I don't expect Capcom to do the safe option of making her godhood a daydream, but it seems she's so above it all that she can drift in and out of the story whenever she wants. Sakura was also grandfathered in. People ignore it, yeah. Lucky Chloe would have been in a better position if not for her interactions with Eddie. Imagine if Namco went even further and only had Chloe. Oh, I don't know. She had some issue with Eddie. I don't know anything about Tekken really. No Harada yelled at people on the internet about, or I guess that people were yelling at him. But, characters and their fighting styles are the first layer, but people do actually pay attention to non-canon ending. That's why there are a lot of people who like play Tekken 4 without even playing it. T4 has a great aesthetic, and basically all the endings are bangers that you'd enjoy want to be canon. That's good. I mean, yeah, world building and stuff is a lot more accessible than like the deeper gameplay, which is what fighting games are about, or competitive fighting games are. No, I guess it's fighting games are about because they don't have anything else. They don't like even bother trying with anything else a lot of the time. I think World Tour was the only one in recent memory. Subspace Emissary. I guess Guilty Gear also has one. Has a good story mode. If it's not, it's just a movie. It's still at least story. Guilty Gear probably has the best, like, most interesting world out of all of them. Out of all the major ones. To be more purples and grays. Most people aren't gonna get anywhere with the gameplay. Even honestly, even competitive players, most competitive players aren't very good, so they're not gonna really know anything about the gameplay. I got into Grand Blue for the amusing character interaction cutscenes and music long before buying a copy for fun. Yeah, I think that's again a lot of the MiHoYo stuff is like that too. People don't play the games; they just like the characters and how to do the fan art and the cosplay and all that. Where's Charlie? Hey, stupid. Charlie, I probably should bring him up. Um, on a similar level, I'm sure people are into SF6 for seeing Freak Fighters streams, but oh, that's right. Rolltron doesn't seem to be too stream friendly. Oh, well, yeah, but it's like people actually play it. It's something for people to play and walk around and discover things. It's like a video game. Like instead of fighting games pretending they're competing with like other fighting games, they should pretend they're competing with Mario. Mario is a fun game that teaches you how to play and has really a nice world. Just and it takes you through it. Very very visually done, but it is still a nice world to be around to be in. They should think more about that. Yeah, I'm alive. I'm good. Stupid so far. I mean, I have him almost naked. Yeah, World Tour is definitely a video game, but it's a good speedrun game. It's a difficulty curve good. It's probably not a good speedrun game, but speedruns again are like niche. Uh, I guess I don't really have any. You show the main character. Sure. Here. There you go. Should probably cover her up a bit. It's Charlie's that's what I ended up going with that right here. There's a swimsuit. I'm an Unk, but a co-op arcade mode, solos, most alternatives, adventure mode, and Smash Run Beyond the Grave. Yeah, love Smash Run. The only problem with adventure mode was okay. The only problem with Subspace Emissary was that it was too long, way too long. It got repetitive. They should have like quit what they were ahead. And World of Light was like everything wrong with Subspace Emissary without anything right. It was just unbelievably wrong and unbelievably repetitive. So dull. And with none of the like fun interactions. It's why they didn't even try, you know, with that. This is looking like some older anime art, but I guess that's what I'm looking at right now. Yeah. So does it look better? The eye certainly does. And I'm cleaning up the so I haven't really changed the eye a bit. Also, like, oh, the eye is actually not um big enough to have all the effects on it. Should probably get some like reflections going on. Subspace is still better than World Mode, probably, but I need to play through both again. You should draw Charlie in a dress for Cinco de Mayo. Oh, yeah, one of those. Wait, is it Carnival a thing in? Is this Cinco de Mayo? Am I thinking of a completely different thing? Oh, that dress. Okay. Whatever. Oh, they just do. Okay. A good player in Brawl can immediately apply themselves in subspace. A moderately good Street Fighter player needs to earn classic controls than standard mechanics. Yeah. Brawl is a little more pick up and play. A lot more pick up and play. And Street Fighter. Yeah, World Tour is like a lot more it takes a lot longer to get going. Okay. Let's get this side done, and it should be over. Darken this whole area. Make this nice and pinkish red, and cover this up, and then we have like a light, like a triple light thing going. Oh, I should put like a, okay, I should put like a bluish, purpley thing up here. Like that. There we go. She has a very glassy eye. Yeah, there's the anime. I remember. There we go. Okay. I'm drawing now. I'm just drawing. I'm practicing illustration. I'm actually not that good at particularly portraits. So, like, here's like a whole page of them. So I'm trying to get back to my roots. My, I don't know, early 2000s anime roots. Young Tae Kim, 82 Pigeon, Grand Blue. Grand Blue is like quintessential anime design. I won't go far as to say World of Light is great, but at least the tutorialization is minimal. A short version of it would be an objective, upgrade, or bonus mode. Yeah, definitely. Well, if that's not considered that good. Thank you. Roguelite version, which gives random challenges that you wager against before facing bosses in Bully Palace sort of structure. Or like in that Paper Mario, the wrestling ring, where they just give you random challenges, random handicaps and stuff. That was a great sequence in that game. Thousand Year Door. To practice with Charlie, I should do Charlie next, definitely. It's like blue and red for the most part with her. Versatile anatomy, yeah. Oh, I actually have drawn Charlie. What am I doing? What am I doing here? Where is... This is gonna be probably the next art on the Etsy. How do you have drawn Charlie? Oh, another reason to play Thousand Year Door is that early in the game, post game, retriable. I think it's retriable, but I would say it's earlier. It's definitely before the halfway mark. I'll say that. It's a very fun sequence. Nice, thank you. It will be actually not no this one. This will be it. Because it's actually only this big. It's an 8.5 by 11 piece of paper, so it'll be in there. I have it somewhere over there, or in my closet with on too ethereal, too goon. Oh, thank you. I was going for something like that. I have to go look at like anime drawings where people actually People actually buy at anime conventions. Because I'm doing like trying to do like fine art stuff. Sorry. And like look at like how I typically draw Cassandra's tiny eyes. Oh, sorry. Ooh, come on. Yeah, okay, I draw Cassandra's tiny eyes. Like this whole piece, I guess, is not like her face. And then like here, she's like, ooh, anime girl. You should, if you're gonna like bump something up, play Paper Mario 1 and then Paper Mario 2. And then stop. I think Paper Mario's not bad. For as much as I played. So thank you. Yeah. I am nothing but versatile. Oh, yeah, and her. We'll close this stream out by playing tic-tac-toe against myself and this girl's giant forehead. Nyeh, nyeh. I think what was it? If your opponent picks something and then you pick this, no matter what they pick, is this how it was? It was like this. They have to go here. Oh, and I think that's it. Actually, no, I'm wrong. Yeah, it doesn't matter. It's impossible. Nah, that's not it. There was a way to like always win. Yeah, but it depends on where your opponent picks, and you have to pick one of the corners. Um, nope, this isn't it either. And then they have to go here. I guess you have to go here. And yeah, yeah. I'm not sure what the guaranteed win is. Oh my god. Please are trying bikini for summer request. Yeah, I mean, I'm gonna get to his bikini. Yeah, it is about that time. That is a good gimmick. I should do that. I thought you were gonna slander Super Mario. No. Super Mario RPG. Yeah, Super Mario RPG. That's just the remake is great. But on the stream, I gotta do it on one of Charlie's cheeks. That'd be real entertainment. Sakura type forehead. Yep. She's an anime girl. But here. Uh, where is? It'd be in UI. Unless my file system's huge. There you go. I think it was. There's plenty of space back here. And then this, and now it's like completely impossible. I think. No, God, it's very not. It's very. Oh wait, no, no. It has to be here. Yeah, now right there. It's impossible. So you have to take the center and one of the corners. That's how you do it. So if they start like over here, you can take the center, and they do over here. I guess you have to block. You have to block here. Oh, I think that's it. Yeah, we could do this. Oh, no, I guess you have to. You would have to do this. You do this, and you do this. That's it. Just nothing to it. Next Mona Lisa. Thank you. Okay, but yeah, I hope it's in a museum. Hope it'll be once I get this made into something, because these aren't that big, honestly. They aren't like they're not super big. I might be only able to make them into a sticker. But yeah, anyway, I do have to leave now. But thanks for coming. Thanks for talking. See, the progress is yeah, we made some progress. It looks a lot cleaner. If even more like ooh anime. Love Charizard. Thank you, nerdy commentator. Like a poster, yeah, I could make. They're just not that big. It's the problem. It's a really big problem. I might have to redraw them into an actual poster because the actual real poster looks like this. Playing tic tac toe, no problem. I gotta end the stream. My streams. I'll change the I might change the timings next week because now I'm playing Stellar Blade on Wednesdays. This is the only poster. This is. Oh my god, this is 6 feet by 3 feet. 6 feet across, 3 feet high. But yeah, very, very, very big, very big. Yeah. I'll look into change the stream timings again. I don't know. We'll see. Reverse positioning, you got a deal. I should make a more illustrations. I do have to make more illustrations of Charlie. Still have to make more of them, even though I got this one as well. It's a cropped version. Yeah, but anyway, this time for real. I'll see y'all Tuesday. Hopefully the algo will be nicer to me by then. New short coming out tomorrow. So, yeah. I will see you. Just tell me to goon. You can do whatever you want. Have a good rest of your day. Have a good day too. Hope you guys have a good day. Thanks for coming. I'll see y'all Tuesday. Never have enough Charlie. Same. Look at this replay for the next hour. Thank you. It is clear that a lot of people do come in later on the stream, so I guess I shouldn't just end when people come in. But yeah, whatever. I'll figure it out. Thanks for coming, nerdy commentator. Thanks for coming, stupid Blasco Jeter and everyone. Bye.